it will. A mile after it hits you. Don't beat it. Don't try. You'll lose. Trains can't stop. Apparently the train industry, they're doing major I heard Clay Travis read a spot this morning. The train industry is, Amtrak apparently is spending a lot of money on ads.
I was so confused the first time you did that ad. Like, who's paying for that? It's a nice message.
It's a terrific message.
Yeah.
Don't get run over by a train.
Especially for those people listening in a car right now.
Especially this time of the year. February is always dangerous train month.
What?
I don't know.
Did you just make that up?
I did. But I was just trying to figure out why trains would advertise. Sometimes I've long held the belief that the NBA has 3 seasons. Before the trading deadline, after the trading deadline, and the playoffs. And the NBA is run by veteran players. Veteran players mail it in before the trading deadline, pick their spots in the second half of the regular season. Handful of games matter for the Warriors, LeBron, Celtics. And then they're all in on the playoffs. They want to win series. They want to win them quickly. They want to get rest. They care. That's one of my rules in the NBA. The other rule I have, and I'm just going to make this one up. If you're going to be an MVP, you have to have won a single playoff game ever 6 years into the league. I'm reading a story from another NBA reporter / fanboy who's looking to fill space. The headline today is Anthony Davis is playing like an MVP of late. They've won 6 straight. Yes, they beat Brooklyn, Miami, the Suns, Detroit, Milwaukee, and the Lakers without Lonzo Ball. Half the games have been in overtime, 1 in double overtime. 6 years in the league, averages 65 games a year. He teases us every single year for a month. And they've got a 6-game winning streak over some mediocre teams, mostly. Lakers without Lonzo, Brooklyn, Suns, Detroit. Detroit's not a playoff team in the East. Miami, and now he's an MVP. Stop. He averages 65 games a year, meaning he misses 20. He's never around when people actually watch the league. May and June. Anthony Davis going to wreck this league. I'm still waiting for the wreckage. Listen, he's a really talented guy. He's 1 in 24 since he entered the league against the Warriors. Actually, he's 1 in 19. Of course he missed 5 of the games. He was injured. He's not a reliable physical presence. He is a remarkably talented player. But a lot of his points don't matter. They just don't. A lot of his games don't matter. And he doesn't match up against better teams. By the way, he's 1 in 19 against the Warriors. A lot of those games were when the Warriors weren't a dynasty yet. I like him. He's talented. But good Lord, this is starting to feel a lot like Blake Griffin, where you kept telling me year after year after year. Blake Griffin, have you seen his numbers now without Chris Paul? Everything's coming down. Anthony Davis is a good player, really talented. That's it. Stop. Never in 6 years won a playoff game. Christine with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
Unranked Virginia Tech played number 5 Duke, and the kids from Virginia Tech were getting kind of rowdy towards the end of the game and saying some not nice things. So Virginia Tech's head coach Buzz Williams actually chose to get on the microphone himself.
Wow.
And talk to the kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buzz Williams taking the microphone here.
Guys, quit cussing. Quit cussing. Don't throw anything on the floor regardless of what's happening.
And they liked the message. He told them to stop swearing and don't throw anything on the floor.
Listen, man, Duke is everybody's biggest game. So when Duke comes into town, they get everybody's best effort. I watched a little bit of that last night. I got to tell you something. I think Duke's going to win it all. I think Duke is really talented. Hey, Goulet, I want you... What?
Wait a second. Last week, Auburn was going to win it all.
No, I changed my mind.
Okay.
Duke's going to win it all. Go
Oh.
look at all of Duke's losses this year. How many have been on the road and how many have been by like 3 points or less? I think Duke is really young but really talented.
Okay, so Duke now. Until
Duke-
next week.
Okay, Auburn is going to end up in the Elite Eight.
Okay.
Duke is going to win it. John, can I have an update on Duke's losses, Christine? Like, they lost last night. Everybody's bailing on Duke. I watch them, and I'm like, every Duke game, they walk into an arena. They are like the Yankees and the Lakers. Here we go, John. You got some data? How about that data? Only one loss at home. When you get into the tournament, you're not playing on the road. Duke's going to win the whole thing.
When you get into the tournament, you're not playing on the road.
No, when you're getting to the tournament, you're not playing at home.
Yeah, exactly. You are
Yeah, but
on
all
the
their
road.
losses except one are on the road in a snake pit.
That makes no sense. What?
You watch.
You might want to stick with your Auburn pick. from
Yeah,
last week.
I'm confused now. Lamar Jackson will be advised by his mother rather than an agent.
Why is that?
Yeah, he's just decided that that's what he's going to do. He is probably going to be a late first, early second round pick, and some people have said that he should move to wide receiver. He's a quarterback, though.
I don't understand.
So his mom is going to advise him. Listen, I don't hate this idea. I think, if you're having a hard time trusting agents, your mom hopefully has your back. So I'm sure she's been doing a lot of research on what he should do.
I don't know. I don't know if I love that.
Why not? You think everyone?
Well, I
should
mean, I
have
think you need representation. I could have my cousin represent me when I negotiate my contract, but I'd rather have an attorney.
What if your cousin's an attorney and a really, really good?
Is Lamar Jackson's mother
lawyer.
an agent?
Now she is.
Come on.
So Jackson Enterprises.
I don't
She's-
know about that.
Now she's an agent.
That just seems. Well, I mean, here's the thing with Lamar Jackson. There's some doubt out there about, can he quarterback? Can he do this? Why put more doubt out there? One of the things I think he could help himself at the combine is he goes, he's formidable, he interviews well, and everybody's like, you know what? I like this kid.
Maybe he still will. Maybe his mom's also giving him speaking tips.
Yeah, but moms are emotional, and they start. What if she just
What
starts?
if she's not emotional?
What if she cusses at the GMs?
Good. I'm sure other agents do.
Come on, you can't think this is good.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea.
I think this is
In fact,
this,
I'm firing all my agents today. I'm hiring my mom.
I think this is weird.
I would love to see my mom negotiate on my
Oh,
behalf.
Lord.
That would be amazing.
I don't know. This just feels different.
She would tell them to give me all the money in the
Yeah, of
world.
course, yes.
That I'm the best.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want that? And speaking of moms, so Chris Paul in a game last night, they were winning. It was 95-86, and so he was, dribbling out the ball to end the clock. There's like 13 seconds left, and then all of a sudden, James Harden's mom stands up, and so Chris Paul reaches to high five her, and then he's called out of bounds.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so
Right.
that you can't do that, and they actually called the
That's actually funny.
out of bounds there. So someone asked why would his mom be in Utah? Why not? If you have the money.
Well, if you're worth $100 million.
Yeah, you could go, and I would want to go to my kids' games.
Sure.
And then someone brought up the question of can you drink at Utah games? Like, are you allowed to drink there?
Utah.
And I did some research. You think this is funny? I did some research,
Yeah.
and it seems to be conflicted on
Yeah, you
the
can
internet.
drink. No,
Well, some people say that you can, and some people say you can't.
Yes, you can have a beer at a Jazz game.
Are you sure?
The alcohol content is lower in their beers. I go to Utah every other weekend.
Oh, so you know about that?
Yes, I have a house in
Well,
Utah.
because we were
I'm gonna
talking, like,
tell
why
you,
would-
full disclosure, I go there all the time, and they have plenty of beer.
No, but like if the mom's gonna go to an away game, like choose a place where you can have a cocktail.
I got to tell you something. People
I don't know.
think Utah.
Can you have a cocktail there or just beer?
Yes, Utah
'Cause that
is
would be a problem for me. I
It's
don't
a
drink beer.
beautiful state with wonderful university schools, people. It's a great.
I'm sure it's great. People are
Now-
not drunk, so that's
Well,
nice.
yeah. I mean, but you can drink there. They have lower alcohol limits on their
So
beers.
you have to drink more
Yeah,
to
you.
get the desired effect.
Yeah, you want to know a funny story? Can I tell a funny story?
You'd have to run to the bathroom all the time.
So I went with about a month ago. I was with a buddy because I just started going to Utah a lot, and we went to this place in Park City called Fletcher's. And again, there's limitations. So I had a cocktail with a friend of mine.
Wait,
two
so
friends of
even
mine.
the
Oh, they're
cocktails
smaller.
they're just smaller.
Yeah,
so the shot size. is
So I had
smaller.
like one, and I'm like, no. And I had two, and I had three, and I turned to my buddy. I'm like, dude, I don't feel. And he's like, you know where you're at. And I'm like, oh.
So they can even take down the alcohol.
Listen, I don't know all
levels
the
in the alcohol,
regulations,
like a vodka?
but it's just different there. But let's not make it out to be.
I think maybe you're just really used to drinking and you're not a lightweight anymore.
No, that's not it.
Yep, 3-4 cocktails in, no problem.
Well, I'll test that tonight at SmackDown.
Oh.
There we go. Christine with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
Super Bowl champ Elena 11.